Mate, Sammy.
Sammy's out there in this one, mate. He's in his little the Tennessee Tomahawk. In fact, that's him we can see right there. It's the only one of his boats out of the about 17 that he's got that's left going at the moment.
Oh, yeah, because he rolls them a lot. I'm actually applied for a job with, what's his boss that loans him a boat?
Oh, Stewie Jackson, his boss. He'll love to hear that.
Yeah, Stewie Jackson. I've applied to drive that tunnel boat for him because he seems to damage it all the time.
Yeah, I know. The only trouble is I think Sam's checkbook comes along with the boat, mate.
Yeah, well, I suppose he needs a checkbook, the amount of damage he's done.
He does win a few. So Nathan Stevens getting towed back in. Good drive there from young Nate. Hopefully just something minor going on there because it did cross the line nice and strong. So first race in that boat for him, they'll just get that boat better and better, particularly given that his uncle is Peter Stevens, who's probably one of the best in the business when it comes to setting up inboard race boats. So outboard's heading out on the water now. We'll just give you a quick rundown of who we have got heading out onto the drink. It's 1800 and 2100 cc. We've got a rebound with my man Richie Hannon. Old school Andrew Murphy, I don't think he's running. I think he went a bit soft. Money shot with Hayden Wazewski. Mellow Yellow with Matt Kelly, Paul Widow-Witten in the Takana and Sam Lucas in the Tennessee Chief.
I'll bring back some news and let you know what's going on with those two boats.
Get that into the pitch, please, Steve. Thanks, mate. Our roving pit reporter, Stevie Rumble. Thank you, mate. And unfortunate there too, Nathan Bartak, who cleaned up everybody over in South Australia a couple of weeks ago. Not exactly how we wanted that race to finish. He's come to a grinding halt. Unfortunate for Nathan. Let's hope they can get that boat back out onto the water and crack-a-lacking along like it normally does. Okay, for those of you watching at home, welcome back. A little bit of a glitch in the live stream there, and a couple of little power issues here, so apologise for that. Hope you're all enjoying the racing at home, and I certainly hope that everybody here on the bank's having a great morning. How could you not? Sun's out, water is beautiful, and we're in God's country down here in Paynesville on Lake King. Okay, so here we go. So we've got the two Tennessees out there. We've got Paul Widow-Witten in the Takana. That's the one with the goldy coloured number board on the back. And then we've got the Tennessee Chief, which is the one with the white, which is Sam Lucas. In fact, Takana come into a bit of a stop there. Hopefully that's not a problem. Money shot there with Hayden Wazewski. Richard Hannon in the rebound, the multiple Australian title winning boat in 1800cc. Matthew Kelly in the Mellow Yellow, which is the cockpitted boat there. Matt of offshore racing fame and now turning his hand to circuit boat racing as well. For Sammy Lucas, as we say, this is the last boat standing for him, so, and he hasn't done it for a long time, so going to have to get his eye in, so I'd say that's why he's having a little bit of a dip on his warm-up lap here, just to try and get his eye in that boat. We'll just watch these boats come through and I'll give you the rundown. So the two Dancrafts here, Richard Hannon in the rebound, which is the black and red one, and then you've got the green one there, which is Hayden Wazewski in the money shot. Matt Kelly in the yellow Bullet, 1600 Bullet in the cockpit. So it's going to be an interesting race. Unfortunately for my man Paul Widow-Witten in the Takana, he's come to a stop on the warm-up lap, and it doesn't look like he's going anywhere, so that's a real shame. Widow normally a very competitive runner in this class. It's like the boat's running, but doesn't seem to be in too much of a hurry to try and pick them all up. White flag's up on the start boat as we head up into turn number 2 for a start sequence here in the 1800 and 2100cc category. Hayden Wazewski, probably only his second race in this particular boat. He's owned this boat for a little while now, but he also competes in an offshore boat and been concentrating on that. Unfortunately, that boat got destroyed up at Harvey Bay at the second penultimate round of the Australian Offshore Superboat Championships, and ended up having to beach his boat on the beach. Absolutely tore the bottom completely off, and he's got a new one. But unfortunately for him, that ended his championship aspirations for this year. But now into the circuit boat, and he's got this beautiful little money shot boat, which is what's called Silverback prior to him owning it. It's still probably got some setup needs to be done in that boat. So I'm not expecting giant things out of it today, but it'll be interesting to see how he can go. Richie Hannon on the flip side of that, that's an incredibly well set up and well campaigned boat in the rebound. Only 1800cc, I wouldn't expect him to be able to beat Sam Lucas in the 2 litre in the Tennessee Chief. As the flag drops, we're racing in outboards, and a hard charge down the front straight away. Rebound is the pole sitter, and it's going to be Matt Kelly and Sammy Lucas, the 2-2 boats, charging down into turn number 1 for the first time. Here he's on. The two 1800cc boats bang into turn and fourth respectively as they get down through turn number 1 for the first time. Everybody nice and clean. Sam Lucas running hard around the outside, but it's all Matt Kelly in the mellow yellow. Getting it done at the back straight away. Ricky Hannon actually having a little bit of a look at Sam Lucas up the back too. Sam Lucas in the 2 litre boat. He won't want to be overhauled by this little 1800cc. Ricky Hannon, we haven't seen him in the cockpit for quite some time. He's a multiple championship winning driver though, so plenty of experience. Up through the top turn we go. And it looks like trying to pick him up as they come down the front too, but it's all Matt Kelly at the moment. He's absolutely braining him in this one, and then it's back. It looks like Rebound might have had a little bit of a problem up the top turn because he's lost a lot of ground there, Richie Hannon. Might have had a little bit of a hook. Oh, looks like Sam Lucas got a problem too. He looks over his shoulder, and that boat comes to a grinding halt. So the Tennessee Chief with problems. So that puts Richie Hannon in the rebound up into second place. Little 1800cc boat, the first of the 1800s. Payton Wazewski doing a great job in that money shot boat, running up into 3rd place now. So we got outboard boats dropping like flies. Sammy Lucas just coming across the course there. Up into the top turn we go, and it's mellow yellow. Matty Kelly. And you can hear the two little 1800cc boats just absolutely going at it. Mellow yellow's got a problem too, I think. It has. Oh my goodness. It's going to be survival of the fittest here. Hannon goes around him, picks up the lead in the rebound, a spot that boat knows pretty well. Richie Hannon will be wondering what's going on. They're dropping like flies. He'll think the race is over. Caution flags are out. Hayden Wojcicki doing a fantastic job in that money shot boat. Ricky Hannon will want to be on his game because I tell you what, Wojcicki made up some ground on him on that lap. Not the back shoot, it is rebound back to money shot. The two Dan Crafts, the two sole survivors, the 3-2 leader boats are all parked up. Looks like Matt Kelly's got going again, but he's got drama everywhere. It's slow. So the Mellow Yellow still running. Unfortunately, Takana and Tennessee Chief both out of this one as well. So not sure what the issue is there with Kelly. Seems like the boat's running, so that's a good sign. But let's hope they haven't done any engine damage to that boat, as he pulls into the middle of the course as well. Not sure what it is with these guys wanting to turn across the course when they're stopped. You mean to just stop. So Richie Hanna now will come across his wash, picks up the yellow flag, 1 lap to go. And Hannon's very busy behind the wheel of the little rebound. Wojcicki still within striking distance. So Richie Hannon, he won't be able to believe this. Little 1800 boat and just survival of the fittest, these two boats. Wojcicki will be pretty happy because this boat's still well and truly in development stages for him, and he's still getting used to driving it and learning to drive it. He's doing a fantastic job. Up through the top turn, and here's the rebound, the VO69. This boat's won more races than I care to remember, and it just keeps trucking away. And I own a third of it, so I like it when it wins. Well done, Richie Hannon in the rebound. Gets the job done beautifully. Good job there from Hayden Wojcicki in the money shot machine. And the rest of the field, it's a sad story as he parked up in the middle of the track. Next race on our card, ladies and gentlemen, is our 1.6 litre hydroplanes. Folks, we're looking for the Toyota 86, the Toyota 100 and the HPR. Brad Holland's driving the HPR, Grant Harrison in the Toyota 100 and Paul Cunningham in the Toyota 86. We'll take a short break, we'll get these boats turned around and we'll be back with more racing in just a moment.